Hello everybody, today we are going to discuss what we, wrecked by the market crypto investors, can look in 2023. Because the bear market is in full moon phase. In each quarter we have a new collapse of some huge projects that are shaking the entire industry. New scams and lies are coming out of the shadows. Everybody is scared, portfolios are down 90% if you're lucky, and many people think crypto is over. So what comes next? Another crypto collapse? Binance? Crypto ban in the US due to national security threat? This is the video where we try to explain as much objectively as we can all the stuff that is happening right now, and we'll try to answer the questions: is this the end of the crypto? And if maybe not, then where to look for opportunities? Okay, so first thing that I need to mention is that the detailed video about Binance will be published a couple days after this one. I don't know the exact date, so it would be great if you, after watching this material and considering it as a good piece of content, you would give it a like, a sub, and ring a bell so you would be notified when the detailed video about the Binance will come out. If you won't like it, then simply switch to a different channel, that's all. Okay, let's move on with the topic of the video. So I need to say that in my opinion, it is too soon to say that the crypto market is dead. I think it will never be, but at least it is not the moment where we have some real reasons to think that way. We are simply still deleveraging and going through a phase of normalization, and I will support my thesis with, I think, kind of hard facts. First reason is that the prices of coins essentially doesn't mean that much. Like in case of stocks, for example, if the price of some share fell 50%, it doesn't mean that right now the company will go bankrupt or lost 50% of the revenue. The business operates as usual, and simply right now it is not that popular, or maybe investors move their money somewhere else to more popular assets. There are millions of other reasons to that. And it is the same in crypto market. When prices of coins are down, it just means that there is not enough interest, and some of the projects that brings no value will simply go under, and that is a good thing for the market. Because imagine what would happen if the company would grow to be one of the biggest companies in the industry and then collapse, taking investors' money with them. Does this ring a bell? I hope so. But when we talk about companies that have real-world products, real-world use cases, they are simply very well priced currently, right, in the current market. And it is a bargain to buy them. They are operating as usual, developing their products, etc. So in a nutshell, to achieve success in the future bull market, we need to go back to the roots, we could say. Go back to hardcore, Buffett kind, old fundamentals, not to look for another one in a lifetime shot, like, I don't know, some kind of Shiba coin or Dogecoin, etc., because it is unlikely that we will be able to catch it. When we see some coin pumping, many times it is already too late. After we catch up and try to buy one, the price is most likely already dumping. I'm not saying that it is impossible, but chances are not bigger than winning a lottery. A couple people will win, but most of us don't have a chance. So those principles were even published by recently, a couple months ago, by Bank of America in their report, or at least I think it was a quoted comment by other media. In essence, as I mentioned, they focus to look for real-world use cases, meaning look for value. They were mentioning blockchain oracles as an example. We have Chainlink, which is a company that is a bridge between crypto and real world. It converts the data to blockchain in very simple terms speaking. So this is how they operate. So everybody who wants to put their business on the blockchain will need their service. They also said to look for blockchain companies that are operating in industry where they can offer better and cheaper services than their traditional competition. So I will be discussing exactly those kinds of projects that have real-world use cases, real products that people are using, buying, or they simply offer solutions for recent problems. Okay, first category are exchanges. So there is no surprise, of course, that I am talking about that, and I mean DEXs, decentralized exchanges. You may ask, why DEXs? They are here for since a very long time. And I say, well, blockchain became popular because it is decentralized. Nobody should have access to your money, to your coins, and recent events with FTX and now maybe even Binance, DEXs should shine and be the go-to place you want to buy your coins. Simply because you do not deposit any money there all the time. You are in control of your coins, you have the key. And of course, we need to add that they are less convenient and you can't do as much with them as you can on centralized exchanges in terms of trading, leveraging and so on. The liquidity is also low, but the technology is constantly developing. Recent events should push people more towards those exchanges, and at least you know where your funds are. I think this is the way it should be in the beginning, and this is the foundations of the whole crypto market, right? To decentralize everything, to be an independent entity. So as for DEXs, there are a couple worth mentioning. The biggest ones like Uniswap, DYDX, PancakeSwap, and less popular, but I think very underrated one, which is Osmosis from the Cosmos ecosystem. To be honest, very good price and big potential has the last one, since Cosmos ecosystem upon which it is built has a very strong community of developers. I think they just didn't have that good marketing so far, and so thanks to that, it can be a dark horse for the next bull run. Next, we could say the investment sector is gaming. Well, firstly, because it is a real product which people are buying or investing in simply because they want to play the game. In addition to the games, there is of course the project's tokenomics, which allows you to earn money for playing games. This can also be abused and gather too much unwanted attention, after which the project could end like Axie Infinity, which just blew up, but still it is worth a couple of bucks. But the main feature of blockchain games is that all the items you purchase or win in-game are essentially yours. In comparison, you have the game CSGO, Counter-Strike, right? So everything you buy over there, trade or win, meaning things like weapons, some kind of skins, whatever it is called, can be taken from you by the company who created the game. Namely, you can be banned from the game, all your stuff can be taken away from you. But when you have it in the form of NFT and stored in your wallet, to which you hold the key, they can't do nothing. They can't do you know what I'm going to say. So again, decentralization, guys. So I think combination of real true products, access to earning option can be one of the winning formulas as well. Of course, there was a ton of discussion about tokenomics and that it will last as long as new players who will invest new money will be pouring into the ecosystem. And yes, in part this is true, to some extent of course, but here you get the product which you enjoy, and on top of that the company makes many games which you can play instead when one of the games will get bored. With one of the games you will get bored. So there are many people, including myself, who play games on a daily basis. No, maybe not that much recently, but yeah. Think of it, how much money you spend sometimes on games where one thing you get is just fun from playing it. Here you can spend money, or rather invest in it, and simply multiply it by enjoying the game. So basically, as long as the companies provide new games, which I think is the least of our problems here, because when business is, making turnovers, new players are pouring into the game, that is essentially the water to their meal. And of course, I think there is nothing to worry about when things are going this way. So this type of business or investment, I should say, has its solid fundamentals. Look at the whole gaming industry, how big it became, how big are esports events. This is just the crypto answer to already existing sector. So again, it is in accordance of the previously mentioned principle. As for the companies, there are those popular ones like Axie Infinity mentioned previously, Decentraland, Sandbox, but one of my favorite is Gala Games. Simply because, to some extent, I should say that I don't like those mainstream companies. It looks like they don't develop much since they came on top in terms of traffic and valuations, and Gala Games simply makes games that are really fun to play. They are fairly good. They have a fairly good tokenomics, so that is why these are my current favorites from this particular sector. And to be clear here, I'm not talking about only buying the coin, but participating in it, buying NFTs, playing the games, setting a node, etc. So lastly, I could add some honorable mention like Helium, which is an IoT, Internet of Things company, which is one of the future key industries. It is the next step for GPS, we could say in a nutshell. It is cheaper and more reliable. You can Google it and read more about it yourself, but if you're in the crypto industry for some time, you most likely know the company by now. So what about them? I don't know if you are following the project, but they are constantly progressing. Some time ago, when we were too busy with Luna and other bankruptcies, they expanded the network to 5G connection, which is one of the milestones of improvements. The number of devices is constantly growing. The price of HNT is very low, so you can see what I mean. The price didn't have that much impact. It cut the revenue for miners, of course, but merely it made the progress a bit slower. That's about it. Okay, I think, guys, that will be all answer for the forecast for 2023 for crypto market. Let me, of course, know what are your predictions, what are the projects that you are observing. Most likely you have some suggestions, so if you don't mind, please leave them in the comments. Let's maybe start some discussion over there and share some insights for each other. So again, I'm reminding you ask for like and subscription if you like this video, of course. Do check the next one about Binance, and yeah, have a good one. Take care, guys, and goodbye.